It's a quarter to Friday, and of course, the last day of the week that I, myself, and Ana Razakweya will be keeping you company and smell the coffee. Glenora always takes over on Fridays. But anyway, we couldn't be more excited to be bringing you our bizarre news, our celebrity news, and of course, everything in between. Like I said earlier, you're joined by Diana Master and the gorgeous in purple, Aina Riza Rizzle. How you doing, Swiri? We need background noises for us, like, you know, like audience clap, like woo, yeah.
I think
we need sound effects.
Everyone in a good mood.
Yeah, we need sound effects, definitely. Maybe even champagne.
Yes. Yeah. Yo, imagine if we had champagne. For starters.
For starters. Imagine champagne and oysters. Oh!
Yo, on a breakfast show.
Yo, I mean, it is a breakfast show and it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah.
So we might as well.
And you can also have champagne for breakfast.
Yes, matter of fact, if you think that we're alcoholics, we'll then have mimosas, I guess.
Yeah,
because there's still orange juice.
Yeah.
So we'll have mimosas and then it'll just look like we're having orange juice.
Yeah, man. Let's talk about, Fly Namibia. They announced their new ambassador.
Yes.
David Penda has won, and congratulations to
him.
David, we wish you all the best in your reign. Is it reign?
Yeah, during your reign.
During your reign, yeah.
And it's crazy because we went to university with David.
Yes.
So it's good to see how far he's come and where he's going.
It's just always good to, see people that you know people for a long time, to see them grow, to see them, achieve the things that they always wanted to achieve, to see even life surprise them.
Yes.
Because sometimes these are not things that people want, but things eventually happen to them, and you're just like, oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, nice. That actually reminds me, I was listening to a sermon this morning by Joel Osteen, and he was saying sometimes what you want is very different from what God has in store for you. So you are there thinking, you know what, I'm going to do this one thing, and God is like, yeah, no. And then you are there thinking, okay, but how am I going to do that thing, right? And it's like, no, you don't need to know. God's way and his timing and his planning is the best.
Yeah.
So like you're saying, life is full of surprises, and most of the times it's good surprises where it's like, oh my goodness, I never imagined that I'd be here today, but here I am, and of course you're enjoying the journey. So like you're saying, it's good to see how far people have come. I was looking at, because Google Photos is that thing where it shows you pictures from the past, and I saw a picture of David, and I was like, we really went out in public like this.
And it's always weird to see how skinny you were.
Yes!
And the colorful personality. You had pink braids. I particularly used to enjoy having gray braids. I used to enjoy black lipstick. I used to enjoy ripped jeans.
University was wild.
When I look back at my pictures, I was like, now I understand why most of my lecturers had the reactions they had towards me, because I'm just like, I would have
reacted the same.
This person, and I would have probably reacted the same. But that has also just taught me, I think, to be graceful towards other people, because we go through different seasons
in
of
different
our
phases.
lives. Because now I'm untidy doesn't mean tomorrow I'll be untidy.
Exactly.
You understand? Sometimes
people
it's
grow
just
up.
a phase.
People grow up. I mean, it was the other time Rihanna was saying that she looks back at some of her pictures, like when she was on the red carpet in that, remember that sheer dress where we could see everything?
Yeah.
And she's like, now I look back at those pictures and I'm like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I went out like that.
And my sons are going to see this.
You see? Yeah. But it's one of those things, like, for that time, it was fine. You enjoyed that phase.
Yes.
I think all of us, yes, now you may look back and cringe, but you have to remember in that moment, you're like, you know what, I am slaying. Because remember, slaying was a thing back then.
It was a huge thing.
Eyebrows on fleek.
Yes.
Oh my God.
What happened to eyebrows on fleek? What an era.
What an era.
What a stage.
I think 2010 to 2014 was a crazy time for everybody. I think
a lot had. And remember, we used to have shaved hair where you only had hair half of the head.
Yeah. Do you remember for like 2 years at UNAM, that was me.
Yeah.
That was me. And then I always used to have like the funny patterns at the back.
Oh my God. What is happening?
But yeah, I mean, it was fun taking a trip down memory lane. Yeah. Maybe today you can also take a trip down memory lane.
Yeah.
You know, give us some Throwback Thursday. It's actually Throwback Thursday. Give us some throwback
that
Thursday
existed.
pictures.
What was it called? Thirsty Tuesdays.
Yeah, it was.
Men Crush Monday.
Men Crush Monday, Thirst Trap Tuesday, Woman Crush Wednesday, and Throwback Thursday, then Flashback Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ow.
Hashtags.
Hashtags. We were living life.
Ah,
And
no,
remember
life was
that one
good.
rainbow filter on Instagram? That was
No,
a time.
life gave at a time.
Okay. But anyway, we'll now take a quick ad break and, of course, get into our top stories when we come back.
eTicket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nhom.com.na.
We start off our stories with a Nigerian man that twerked for 3 hours and 30 minutes to become a Guinness World Record holder.
Wow.
Lord, the men you put on this earth to
We
provide
need
for
to
us
see
are
visuals.
shaking their butts.
We need to show visuals. Where is this twerking video? I love to see it.
A Nigerian man, Babajide Israel Adebanjo, has set a new Guinness World Record for the longest duration of twerking. Mr. Adebanjo achieved the feat in Lagos on 14 January after twerking for 3 hours and 30 minutes. Announcing the record on its official website, GWR said this record attempt was personal to Babajide as it was a way for him to get out of his comfort zone and to raise awareness for anyone suffering from depression all around the world. His message is that no record is too crazy, too big, too great, or too little to achieve. There's always space for everyone and their unique attributes, they added, emphasizing the inclusivity of the record attempts. The previous record holder is Elena Sophie Sterlini, an Austrian who set the record for the longest duration of twerking at 2 hours and 1 minute a year earlier on the 3rd of January 2023. Ms. Sophie wanted to break the record as a personal achievement. So, yeah, man, twerking for 3.5 hours.
Wow. Like, I can't even twerk for 1 second. So shout out to you, man.
But
shout out.
now I want to know, like, when you say twerking, what exactly?
Just shaking your waist.
Yeah, because
and-
that's the thing. People twerk differently. There's a
Yeah.
difference between twerking for 3 hours, 30 minutes and twerking well for 3 hours, 30 minutes. Because you can just go there and just
But
bounce.
I guess in this case, he did twerk well. I don't think he would have won if it was not well done.
Yeah, but Guinness,
Yeah.
like, I feel like y'all have a record for everything nowadays.
Yes, and it's fine. We must celebrate everyone in their talent.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and break a record for the biggest bubble blown, the biggest bubble gum.
Blow. That's what you do.
That's what I do now. Like, I feel like any record, like, I think if you just to dream it,
You can achieve
you
it.
can achieve it. Because
Yeah.
again, some of these records, it's not like they were there already, so you can be the first one to set it, and then people will then try to break your record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what record I could possibly break. I don't have extinct talents, if I can call it that.
I would give you most jobs by one person. I think, yeah.
Most
That's-
jobs by
yeah,
one person.
yeah.
I don't have jobs.
Most
Most jobs application.
Yeah, maybe
Most
maybe
job
most job
application
applications by one person. You would that one unmatched.
Maybe that one, because I do that. But what else could I do?
What else could you do? I wonder. You see, it's those things. We'll go sleep on it. Think about it.
But
Next thing, we wake up and we're like, we come on STC and we're like, yo, we are Guinness World Record holders for what? That time
For
it's
what?
the most bizarre.
Maybe
most
for
weird.
walking, I can walk a long distance.
Ah, no.
Like, because
Johnny.
I enjoy walking.
Could you walk to like For example, Zimbabwe.
As long as I'm not walking fast, I'm just walking.
Would you walk to Zimbabwe?
I would walk to Zimbabwe, but like I must reach maybe in 10 years. As long as there shouldn't be a time frame. I must just be walking.
But I think for walking, someone already holds that record. So then you would have to break that record.
Where did the person walk to?
I wonder.
But nonetheless, let's move on to our next story. Let's talk about the royal family. Meghan Michael. Yeah, that Meghan.
Don't you forget her name.
Is finding, because I haven't heard about her in a long time.
And you know, I like that you said that because that's exactly what the story is about.
This is exactly what this story is about. Okay, Meghan is finding loss of popularity hard to swallow after a huge backlash. Meghan and Prince Harry popularity has plummeted in the years since their royal wedding, and the suit star will be the hardest hit, and this is according to royal experts. Meghan and Prince Harry have seen their popularity wane in the U.S. The couple were initially welcomed with open arms following their move to California, but they have proven to be increasingly polarizing. Just recently, they faced a huge backlash following Harry's acceptance at the Pat Tillman Award. More than 70,000 people signed a petition calling for ESPN to rethink their decision, but Harry went ahead and accepted the award, supported by Meghan in the audience. The award, named after NFL player and U.S. Army Ranger Pat Tillman, who tragically lost his life in Afghanistan in 2004, is bestowed by sports network ESPN to individuals within the sports industry who have made substantial contributions towards improving the lives of others. Harry received the honor for his work with the Invictus game, to the shock of many, including Pat's own mother Mary, who questioned why ESPN had chosen such a controversial and divisive individual to receive the award. The huge backlash is said to have come as a surprise to the prince, reflecting on his decision to accept the awards. Royal expert Jenny Bond remarked it might have been wiser either to decline or nominate one of his Invictus heroes as a worthy winner.
Yeah,
that's why I'm saying I haven't heard of these two in a long time. They haven't been in the media, so I can really agree that their popularity is really
waning. Yeah. I mean, there was that time where they were really desperately trying to stay in the spotlight. Remember with the
with everything, with the family, and this one said, and she said, and he said,
and they are the bad ones, we are the victims, and whatnot, and I think at some point you can only play the victim card for so long.
I think in life we have seasons. Yeah. 1 minute you're up, the next minute you are down. And I think it happens to everyone, not only to celebrities. It just happens to everyone. And I think celebrities also have peak seasons and seasons where they aren't doing anything. There's a time where a celebrity will get 6 endorsements in 1 month. And then they are in the media, and then everyone is celebrating this celebrity, and thereafter it's like quiet for another 10 years, and then you never hear of this person. It's almost like a classic example, I think, is Designer, the artist Designer.
Oh, Designer came out with Panda, and we were all like, oh, but again, I guess maybe. No. Yeah, that's the thing also about being a celebrity. You never know what people are going to eat at, you never know what people are going to bite. They'll be like, that time you release a song thinking that no one is going to like it, and then it blows up. Yes. And then now you release your next song thinking it's going to blow up,
and nobody likes it.
Yeah. So with Harry and Meghan, yes, their story was inspirational, and it was beautiful when it first started. But they could only drag it out for so long before people got tired. People were like, yo, bruh, we know, we've heard.
What else?
What else? What's new? You can't keep playing this card over and over again. Yes, we're sorry that whatever happened to you happened to you. it's kind of like you go your whole life saying, I am this way because this, and this happened to me. No,
you
can't
cannot forever
keep
be a victim. You can't. At some point, you have to take accountability for your own actions.
And then move on.
Yes.
Ride that popularity wave and do something else.
Yes.
Don't just keep telling us the same story and preaching the same verse over and over again. We'll get tired of hearing it. Be smart. Be like, who was it that decided, you know what, I'm going to ride this wave. You take that and you say, you know what, I'm coming out with a hair range because I have kids that have, you know, Irish and British blood, and I'm Black American or whatever it is, so I'm making a hairline for kids. Find something else to do. Ride your popularity wave smartly.
Yeah, and on that note, after the break, we do bring you an exciting interview with Akharob. He's an MC and also the organizer and founder of the Meisters of Comedy, which is taking place tonight at Vinyls.
Welcome to Namibia, where adventure meets tranquility. With Enjoy, you have access to a wide range of accommodations to suit every traveler's taste and budget. Experience the finest dining and hospitality Namibia has to offer. Booking your dream accommodation is just a few clicks away with Enjoy. Join thousands of happy travelers who have trusted Enjoy for their Namibian getaway. Your gateway to unforgettable Namibian adventures. Visit us today at enjoy.my.na.
Some say comedy is simply a funny way of being serious, and today we are standing on business. I'm telling you, we are bringing you a fun, exciting, and a little bit of serious interview just to kickstart your morning. Today I am joined by Akharob. He is a comedian, an MC, and overall just a cool kid, man. What are you not? How are you doing?
I'm good. How's it going?
I am fantastic. Yeah. We are here to talk about comedy, things that you absolutely love. Tell us about Meister of Comedy and where the idea first started.
Well, Meisters of Comedy originally started because me and Vernon had a conversation while we were both studying at NAS. It's like, no, you are funny, let's do something. And then
I like how it's just a
let's do something. Funny. And then at that time, that was like post-COVID or just like during lockdown time, so there were no real avenues to perform or go audition to show ups. Then we decided, no, let's just do our own thing then. Then we went around asking around places for venue, looking for potential venues for places to ask. And then Vinyls was the ones that were receptive to the idea because they said also they are trying to try something new since they are like a music cafe. And like they say, the rest is history. Now we're here. Yeah.
And it's so intimate, it's so cozy. Yeah. I like that you don't feel like you are out of touch with what is happening. Yeah. It's so intimate. So where can we get the tickets? How much are they? And do you have a entrance fee? Should I just
we have now our August edition coming up this week, this Thursday. Tickets are available on dambula.com. It's $100.
Yeah.
At the door, it's $120. And what else did you ask?
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Just that. Okay, so when you say it's an August edition, I'm assuming you have different other editions monthly. Am I correct to assume so? Okay, so then what is so different about the August edition?
The beauty since we do monthly editions is because we have a variety of comics in Namibia. So every edition you find different comics. Granted, we are maybe only 20 comics or 25 at the most. So you'll see repeated faces. But more than not, you will always come find a new comic. So if the last show wasn't for you, you didn't really like that comedy style, come to the next show, somebody that has your type of comedy style. We're trying to cater for everybody.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it.
Okay, and then who can we expect to see on stage? Talk to us about some of the talents.
Oh, okay.
So will you be performing? Who will be performing?
Nah. This edition I'm not performing. I'll just be working in the
Organizing.
background or
Yeah.
organizing as I am. But this we have Zita hosting of a funny comic, one of our best lady comics that we have in the country.
Nice.
Then we have Slick, the veteran comic.
Yeah.
He used to go by another name but doesn't go by that name anymore. Then we have
Okay.
Lifa as well, another veteran from the Free Your Mind days, and also like been consistent for the past few years in this comedy. And Funny Jones, who's also making a comeback. He won Last Comic Standing when it was happening a few years back.
Nice.
Now he's doing a resurgence, and we're just ready to
Nice.
get the laughs going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I always wonder with comedians, how do you draw the balance between being funny and being offensive? Because
Oh.
I think that nowadays people are, I don't know if they are too sensitive or maybe they are just too woke that everything nowadays is like offensive. So how do you ensure that, you know what, this is how I need to deliver this line so that Aina doesn't catch feelings at home?
Yeah, comedy. That's the thing about comedy is it's a fine line, because something that one person in the crowd finds very hilarious, the next person sitting next to them can find
like,
very offensive. But as comics, the onus is on us to always do an informed jokes, and
Yeah.
also because as much as jokes are funny, jokes are also a tool of education. We can laugh and educate you at the same time. So comics have this this hidden talent of theirs where they can make some of the most egregious stuff be very funny, and some
Yeah.
of the most boring, lamenting day-to-day stuff very informative and funny as well.
Yeah.
So that's the thing about being a comic. Yeah.
Okay, let's take the conversation back to the beautiful poster that you have out there.
Yeah.
It's green. I see Jägermeister. I think Jägermeister is your sponsor. Am I right
Yeah.
to assume that?
Jägermeister is sponsoring us for the comedy editions. So that's why it's now Meisters of Comedy. The earlier years used to be Comedy Hour, Vinyls Comedy Hour, but now Jägermeister is sponsoring. So we have been collaborating with them for the year since last. I think the relationship started at the end of last year. Now we've been collaborating for a while now. And now it's Meisters of Comedy because it's Jägermeister, and it's just nice to have corporate on board, because it makes you realize that something that you are doing is getting recognition, and people are seeing that this is something they want to be a part of, as opposed to just letting it be its own thing. And it's an independent project, yes, but having corporates collaborate with you or sponsor with you just gives you this validation that you are doing something right in the community and with your passion and task.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's also good just to see corporate support local
Yeah.
talent. All
Yeah.
right, are we gonna get Jägermeister shots for free when we buy the tickets? What's
No,
the
there's always Jägermeister specials happening at the day of comedy night.
Yeah.
Or if there's no specials, they always sell Jägermeister. So if you love your Jägermeister, and it's winter, so Jägermeister is a winter drink,
Doch.
so you can always stay ice cool with
Yeah,
you.
I love that ice cool. So what do you love the most about comedy?
Comedy, the thing I love is humor transcends every barrier, from race to religion to
Yeah.
tribe. So as much as we can come from different backgrounds and households and stuff like that, we can share humor, we can share jokes and stuff like. We can come from different regions of Namibia, but if we read about something in the newspaper that's funny that our leaders might be doing, and a comic mentions it, all of us are going to laugh because we all can relate to that thing. So
Yeah.
comedy helps us find, a common ground across our social lives or social standards, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. What would you say finally to somebody who doesn't, endorse local talent or local events or listen to local music? There are those people.
I know. It's a difficult thing, because somebody that usually doesn't endorse local talent or support local events are the same people in the same vein that complain about the quality of local talent, local events. But local talent and local events cannot grow without support locally. Nobody from outside of Namibia is going to come support local, because we are Namibian. Our stories are Namibian, and it relates to Namibians.
Yeah.
So a person from Mozambique, for example, cannot come and support our Damara jokes, for example. He doesn't understand what we're talking about. So
Yeah.
even like French and Oshiwambo, for example, I think people should be the change they want to see, because if you always complain about the quality events, it's usually because there is not enough support, that quality is very limited, because the events that are supported are already supported.
Yeah.
But the ones that are starting afresh and new also need that support. So if something new starts, and the first thing you want to do is talk down on it or not support, how do you expect it to see the vision to come to fruition that you want for the country's talent and stuff like that? Yeah.
Definitely be the change that you want to see. Agharab, thank you so much for joining us on Small the Coffee. We wish you all the best, and perhaps you will see us in the crowd cheering you on at one of the editions.
Thank you for having me. It was nice.
You're welcome. We will be right back. Please do stay with us. Well, on that note, thank you so much for watching our show this morning. We will be back tomorrow with Glenora, same time, same place.